If you have shoulder pain when reaching up or reaching behind your back, then this video is for you. I'll show you 5 little known tricks to relieve shoulder pain fast, and many of them work instantly. Now, not every tip will work for every person, but try them as we go along and let me know which one works best for you. So the first tip is the simplest and the easiest, and that's just maintaining external rotation of your shoulder as you're reaching up. What that means is that most people will reach or grab for something overhead with their palm down like that. But that puts your shoulder into an internally rotated position. Instead, if you think about tucking your elbow in and reaching up, leading with your fingertips and thumb pointing upwards, that'll put the shoulder in a better position so you don't pinch your rotator cuff tendons. Just try that out and see if it works for you. Now, the reason that happens is because your shoulder is a ball and socket joint, but it's not a perfectly round ball. And when you go into that internal rotation position, it moves a bump underneath the arch of your shoulder, and you're more likely to pinch things. So try that tip. If it works, try to make that a habit of reaching, leading with your fingertips and with your thumbs rather than with your palm down. Now, if that one doesn't work for you, try out this next tip. For this one, you're going to grab onto a doorway with your sore arm and then lean back like this. Grip on with your fingers, and this pulls traction on the arm. That helps pull the ball just slightly away from the socket to give you a little more space in the joint. It also stretches out the muscles underneath your arm here, the teres minor, the teres major, and the lats. And you can vary the stretch in different positions. The higher up you grab or the lower down you go, the further range of motion you get with it. If you are a little bit more irritable, you can grab on a little bit lower and just pull out like that. And you don't go as high into the range of shoulder flexion, so it's less likely to irritate you. But play with different body positions, turning into it, turning away from it a little bit, going further down, further up, changing your grip positions, and just find the position that feels best for you. Then once you find that position that feels comfortable, hold 30 seconds to a minute for a good stretch. Additionally, this helps pull your shoulder blade away from the spine. If you have some stiffness in the rhomboids, the muscles between your shoulder blades, or stiffness in the lats or levator scapula, this helps upwardly rotate your shoulder blades, which you need when you raise your arms up over your head. So that's how you do the second stretch. Now, if you did have some stiffness in some of those muscles underneath the armpit, on the back of the shoulder blade, or in between the shoulder blades, using a massage gun can be incredibly helpful. I've tried a lot of different ones out, and for this purpose, I do like the Kika Evo the best because it has a long handle that's kind of curved to help you get some of those harder to reach spots back behind the shoulder blade. I'll show you a couple different areas where you can use one. If you don't have one like this, you can ask a spouse or a partner to use a regular massage gun on your back, or I will put a link to this one in the description below. So you'll turn the gun on, and the first spot we're going to look at is the teres major and the teres minor, right on the outside of the shoulder blade there. Move around, and then when you find a sore spot, hold there for about 30 seconds on each of the sore spots. Next, we'll move up to the top of the shoulder blade. This is the levator scapula. It's right at the point on the top of the shoulder blade. Many people develop trigger points there, and this muscle limits your shoulder blade from upwardly rotating as you raise your arm up. The next spot is one of your rotator cuff muscles on the back of the shoulder, known as the infraspinatus. This is one of the most common areas where people with shoulder pain develop trigger points. So it's very likely you'll find one on there. And then once you do, hold the pressure for about 30 seconds. And then finally, move to the back of the shoulder, in between the shoulder blades, and the rhomboids here. These attach your shoulder blade to your spine. Once you find a sore spot, hold for 30 seconds. Now, another note on attachments. Whichever type of massage gun you're using, I would try to find one that has sort of like a thumb-like attachment. This will help you localize to the trigger points as best as possible to help get them loosened up. After getting the muscles loosened up with a massage gun, now we want to work on the joint mobility. Sometimes the ball of the shoulder will glide forwards in the socket, and that can cause you to pinch rotator cuff tendons as you're reaching across your body, behind your back, or up above your head. In order to fix that, we need to push the ball backwards in the socket. Now, one easy way to do this is to put your arm up on a desk and then take the other arm like this. So the desk is pushing the elbow upward, and then you're just going to glide backwards with the other arm like this. So you're pushing into the shoulder there, and then altering your body position. The further like that you go, the further back the ball will glide. So start in a fairly open position, put yourself in like this, apply pressure with your arm into the ball, and then just kind of rotate your body until you feel a good stretch. Now, note that you should feel this on the back of the shoulder. If you have pain on the front of the shoulder, it's likely your arm isn't positioned properly and that ball is still gliding forward in the socket. So make a web like this with your hand, find the shoulder joint there, push backwards with your arm, and then kind of rotate your body until you feel that stretch in the back of the shoulder. Once you do that, hold that position for a minute. Now, once you've gotten the ball back into correct position, now we need to train your muscles to move your shoulder in that position. One great way to do that is to put your arm up like this at about shoulder level, maybe a little bit lower if you're a little more irritable, and then support the arm like this. So you're using your fingers underneath your armpit to support the arm, and then just going into internal rotation that way as far as you feel comfortable going, and then come back into external rotation. Go into internal rotation and external rotation. Many people will do band exercises going in internal and external rotation, but it's much more functional to have your arm close to 90 degrees because this is where most people with shoulder pain experience pain. If that feels really easy for you, you can also add a dumbbell and do the same thing. That'll give you a little bit of resistance going into external rotation and then help stretch you into internal rotation. So go back and forth with the dumbbell like that, about 20 times in each direction. So those were the 5 tips. Leave a comment below letting me know which one you like the best. And if you'd like more exercises to relieve shoulder pain, check out this video up here, or for other tips, check out the shoulder pain relief playlist down here. But before you go, if you found this one helpful, make sure to give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.